In the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Black Knights of Mexico City. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Richardson. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll complete this one to Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work better.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They bring their punter out there now. Deontay Hardy back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Herbert back to the air. Going up top. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Chargers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now Richardson. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 84 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
21. Black Knights, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Black Knights, nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Hunt. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And the Chargers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Home troops right.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A throw over the middle taken in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Kamara up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Herbert changing things up. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's on his way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0.
Black Knights, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to claw one back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. They'll get this out to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line, a 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Kamara will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's taken in by Watson.
And he'll lose
lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Man open is Robinson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the gun, Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson to throw off play action. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call. And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag, pass interference, gives them a new set of downs. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
At the Chargers' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Now Richardson.
To the right side and complete to Washington. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Richardson looking to throw this.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 are fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now the defense going to use